The topic is shifting jobs for growth, good or bad. Shifting jobs for growth, good or bad. So we see that a lot of job shiftings are being done. I mean, by employees, they shift the jobs from one organization to another organization, maybe for their growth or something. So shifting jobs for growth, good or bad. That is the topic. Shifting jobs for growth, good or bad. Okay, friends, so you're ready now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please unmute yourself and be visible if possible. Please go ahead now. Please unmute yourself now. Yeah.
Good evening, friends. Let me start the discussion. The topic today given is about the shifting job, good or bad. In my opinion, it is very interesting topic to discuss. But I believe that shifting job has both good and bad impact in our society. But we should have to discuss about its good impact. Now I would like to open the discussion by telling you about the shifting job good or bad impact. फ्रेंड्स बेसिकली हमें इसको 3-4 कैटेगरी में देखना चाहिए, इसका इम्पैक्ट कैसे कैसे पड़ता है। तो स्टार्टिंग में हमें इसके पर्सनल इम्पैक्ट क्या पड़ता है और प्रोफेशनली क्या इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है और सोसाइटी पे क्या इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है, ये सारे देखना होगा। तो पर्सनली क्या क्या इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है मेरे हिसाब से, जो जॉब शिफ्ट वगैरह करते हैं, तो ये जिस पर्सन का जॉब शिफ्ट करते हैं उसके फैमिली पे भी काफी ज्यादा इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है, फैमिली को भी ज्यादा सफर करना पड़ता है इसकी जॉब शिफ्ट करने से। और प्रोफेशनली देखा जाए तो कंपनी को इससे काफी ज्यादा कुछ टाइम कभी कभी बेनिफिट भी होता है, कभी कभी हार्मफुल भी होता है, कंपनी को नुकसान भी झेलना पड़ता है। और सोसाइटी पे इम्पैक्ट देखा जाए तो इसकी वजह से जिस जगह से जॉब का शिफ्ट वगैरह हो रहा है तो वहाँ पे इनकम की सोर्स जनरेट कम होता है, वहाँ पे इनकम के सोर्स वगैरह उसकी कमी हो जाते हैं।
Yes, Tashi, you are right. So I think it is helpful for both the company and the person, as the company is able to make more profit, and the person might get more money, as he might get a better salary. And I think by shifting jobs, a person get more employment opportunities, and he's able to develop his character and enhance his knowledge. So I think a person is able to explore more more of himself, and he will therefully get exposure to many number of things.
I agree with you.
Sahil, I
but
agree with
from-
your point.
I don't agree with your point of society. Like you said that it will impact the society, that there will be fewer job opportunities there. I feel like whenever we change job, if I'm changing job, then there will be someone else to fill my space as well in that company as well. So jobs are there only because we are in India, we have less jobs creator and we have more the persons who are looking for jobs. So I
So
feel
Riya,
like
जैसे
but-
Riya, I actually agree with your point. If we classify them into two parts, ये एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के पर्सपेक्टिव से और एम्प्लॉय के पर्सपेक्टिव से बात करें, तो एम्प्लॉय के लिए एक्सपोजर और अर्निंग क्या पता ज्यादा अच्छी हो दूसरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, क्योंकि अक्सर ऐसा होता है कि एक बार एम्प्लॉय को उसकी फील्ड का काम नहीं मिलता, तो अक्सर क्या हो सकता है वो दूसरी वहां पे जाके एक अच्छी इनकम और अच्छे
exactly.
एनवायरनमेंट में जॉब कर सकता है। और
तो
वहीं पे
रिया,
ऑर्गेनाइजेशन
जैसे
में देखें
आपने
तो उनको हाँ यस
आपने बोला कि इसका सोसाइटी पे इतना ज्यादा इम्पैक्ट नहीं पड़ता। अगर जैसे मान लो वहाँ पे कोई कंपनी हो, अगर पूरा कंपनी वहां से शिफ्ट हो जाती तो वहाँ पे जो वहाँ पे लोग हैं उनको इनकम के सोर्स की कमी भी पड़ेगी इनको।
No, it's like
Uh,
no. The point is not about company switching. The point of discussion here is about job switching of a person.
Yes.
It's not like job shifting, not company
Okay,
shifting from one place to another. We are just
But-
diverting our
but
point of
if we
discussion
look
here.
from the
Yes,
company's
obviously,
point of
yes.
view, then if from the company's point of view it is not good, like company puts trust in the employee, and if the employee is shifting the job, then somewhat the trust
Yes, I
is
know it's not
reduced.
good for the company because company has to focus on many points like labor turnover. If people will be shifting their jobs, then their labor turnover will be getting more, and none of them will like to invest in that company, in such company where labor turnover is great.
But if we are thinking about financial point of view of the employee, then it is good. Like if he wants to shift for his growth, then it is better, I think.
Yes, Samir, you are right. I mean, I think if a person shifts from a job, then his location can also be better, which will only only help the person, and I think he can fulfill his wishes also and his parents' wishes also. So I think
Yes.
shifting will impact in a good way for the person in many ways.
Yes, obviously. Then we can just break it down into 2 points. First, shifting impacting the organization, and second, shifting impacting the human.
Personal
Basically,
growth.
if a person is changing the job, he is doing for his own good, whether it is about the income, location, any perspective, or mental health
Yes,
perspective
yes,
as
I
well.
agree.
Furthermore, it can also help in the career development of the employee also.
Yes.
Obviously,
हाँ
it
सही
will
बोल
help
रहे हो
in
जैसे
career
इसकी वजह
development
से
because sometimes employee get a better opportunity in another organization. He gets various exposure to various if he's a engineer, like for example civil engineer. क्या पता उसको काम दिया जा रहा है मार्केटिंग का और वो उसका बैकग्राउंड स्ट्रक्चर इंजीनियर का हो, तो वहां पे स्ट्रक्चर में जाके क्या पता वो अच्छा एक्सप्लोर करे और अच्छी इनकम जनरेट कर सकता है मे बी इन फ्यू ईयर्स, और उसकी ग्रोथ भी बहुत ज्यादा अच्छी हो सकती है। वहीं पे बात
Yeah.
करें तो यस
Moreover, I even agree that if a person is changing job, that's because he want to change it or he thinks something else is better for him or her. So
या
that's
ऑब्वियसली
good for employee point of view.
इवन इफ वी
But
से
it
व्हाट
can
Yes.
इज द
impact his career as well. There is a
या
negative point. If you will show in your CV that I have changed this job, I have changed to this job, then another company will not be very keen to hire you at that point if you are switching many jobs. So that's the
obviously
negative
if
impact of that.
yes, if we talk about the bad, if we can say that employees having lack of skills or lack of capability or lack of competency to work in that organization, it can be the point। अगर हम बैड की बात करें तो क्या पता एम्प्लॉय में इतनी कैपेबिलिटी नहीं है कि वो उसके प्रेशर को झेल पा रहा है। सो
तो
And
दिस
सक्षम
कैन
do
बी
अब
not think about
बेसिकली हम
the
अभी इसी के ऊपर इसी के ऊपर डिबेट कर रहे हैं कि उस पर्सन पे खुद पे क्या इम्पेक्ट पड़ता है, पर हमें इसके ऊपर भी डिबेट करना पड़ेगा कि उसके फैमिली के ऊपर भी क्या इम्पेक्ट पड़ता है। अगर वो जॉब शिफ्ट करता है तो फैमिली को भी अपना सारा सामान वगैरह हाउस के जितना भी इक्विपमेंट्स है सामान वगैरह वो सारे शिफ्ट करना पड़ेगा, उसके
I
चार्जेस
feel that
क्या
that
उसके
is just
इम्पेक्ट
one of the
पड़ेगा।
part about this. It's not
yes,
compulsory that family is gonna shift only.
even it's not
Many
the
people
major
are there
part,
who just do job
it's
outside
yeah
and families living at that place only. So
Yes,
वो
maybe
भी
but
सही
it
है
can
पर
be also for the betterment of family as well.
yes
What if
तो
if that person is shifting back to the family only? So there can be both ways.
and also
बहुत बेस में हमें डिस्कस करना पड़ेगा।
just
इवन
because
वी
his
कैन से
salary
अगर
is
वो
getting
फैमिली
increased.
के पर्सपेक्टिव से कहीं जा रहा है तो क्या पता उसको अच्छी सोसाइटी मिल रही है नेक्स्ट टाइम अगर वो कहीं जा रहा है, तो फैमिली आई थिंक इतना मैटर नहीं करती क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं पर्सन इंडिविजुअली जाके जॉब करेगा। हाँ उसकी
yes,
इनकम कहीं ना कहीं इफेक्ट करेगी, वो पॉइंट कह सकते हैं, बट
yes,
फैमिली इतना रोल कहीं ना कहीं प्ले नहीं करती उसकी जॉब
but
वगैरह में। बट यस
मैं
Even
इफ
इसके
I
ऊपर
agree with that, but directly related
सक्षम
करके.
yes,
मैं इसके ऊपर एक
yes,
बात बोलना चाहता हूं। अगर आदमी को खुश रहना हो, अगर कुछ वो करना हो तो फैमिली जरूरी है,
ऑब्वियसली
फैमिली को भी साथ लेके चलना पड़ेगा। आदमी जिंदगी भर अकेला खुद नहीं रह सकता, आदमी फैमिली को साथ लेके चलना पड़ेगा आदमी को।
yes, guys,
ऑब्वियसली
but
वो पॉइंट
Yes,
रिलेट करता है
I
डेफिनेटली।
yes, guys, but shifting can
Yes,
also
Riddhi,
be bad.
speak.
yes, I am
Yes, Riddhi, speak.
agreeing with Tashi, as if they wanted to live with the family, and what if he feel homesick then?
Yes, yes,
अब
Riddhi, you are right. But shifting, I think, can has bad effects also.
या
Like he will be able to lose his friends and associates also, and he might get less income from where he was before working, or he might get even a worse environment also. So it
एक्चुअली
also has bad effects also.
Yes,
द
and
लाइफ ऑफ एम्प्लॉय
also
वुड बी रिस्ट्रिक्टेड सोशली, मतलब उसको कहीं
Yes,
ना कहीं
yes,
उसी
Sakshi.
सोशल पॉइंट पे रहना है, अदर देन दैट जोन्स वुड बी रिस्ट्रिक्टेड। आई थिंक दिस
Yes,
इज जस्ट अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस डिस्कशन, नॉट
yes,
अ होल पार्ट।
and
And
ये
also
पूरा पार्ट
I
नहीं
we
है।
al-
cannot
I
we
also
cannot
think
talk
that
about only the financial point of view. Like if even if he's getting a good amount of salary after shifting the job, but maybe his security, the job security is reduced. Now it is not that secure. This can also happen. One of the points.
yeah, maybe he's not feeling like that. Maybe there is so much politics in that company
yes.
as well because
I think
nowadays
he
company
also
politics
Yes.
is at its
he
peak.
also might meet better people, and he also might get a better boss, or his superiors or his juniors might be better. I think So that also
Obviously,
will
yes.
factor
We
in
can say that
shift.
if he's experienced, then it is good to shift. But if it's not experienced, just in the initial days of initial years of his journey, he should not shift. It is
Yeah,
हम्म,
actually,
समीर के
this
बात
is
से
the
एग्री
fact.
करता
I
हूँ मैं
think
भी।
in the starting, a employee should try to work in organization which
Yes,
he is working for like 1 to 2 years. After that, he
yes,
can
हम्म,
go for shift. Starting में shift करना, I
हम्म,
think it's a suicide
yes,
because
yes.
starting में
स्टार्टिंग में
कहीं ना
उसको
कहीं आपको
थोड़ा
उतना
बहुत
exposure
एक्सपीरियंस
नहीं है.
लेना
Yes.
पड़ेगा कुछ टाइम के लिए।
हाँ.
तब जब जब काफी ज्यादा अच्छे से एक्सपीरियंस हो जाए उसको, तब जाके वो शिफ्ट करने का
I
सोच
think a
सकते हैं।
See,
person
if
will
we
get more
talk,
stability in terms of money if he
Yes,
decides to
exactly.
stay there for some time. He will get more stability, and then he will grow as a person also.
yes,
Yes, agree.
obviously. See, personality development things grow when you work with the organization. ये चीजें grow करती हैं. But
Yes.
starting में कहीं ना कहीं कंपनी आपको इतना पे नहीं करेगी कि आपके expectation जितना हो. Probably company would be paying less than your expectations. So this
Obviously
can
that
be
can be
cause.
also the reason, and I too agree to Sahil, as he said, stability. So that's also the negative point as well of switching jobs, because when you're switching jobs, maybe you think like you're not stable at that point. Your mind is not stable, your mind is changing things, you're switching into jobs, switching into various things, you don't know what you have to do. So that's a negative impact, that what Sahil also mentioned. I
Yeah.
do agree with him.
Stability can be one of the negative ones.
Yes.
So, friends, I'm taking the opportunity to conclude this discussion. We had a good discussion, and we were, I mean, we got both the points, like positive and negative, both of the points. We discussed all of them. And at the end, we can say that we did not reach a final conclusion, but like we can say that both of them, both of the things can happen. Either it can have a positive impact or it can also have negative impacts as well. So, at the end, we had a good discussion on the topic. Thank you.
I
Okay,
would
Tashi,
also
would
like
you...
to conclude. Okay,
Okay,
sorry.
go ahead, Ria. Go ahead.
So we can divide the today discussion into three categories. First, the factors. Why would a person want to switch jobs? Where we discuss various factors like for increase in income and mental stability, all these factors. And other than, we can divide it into the benefits and the disadvantages. In benefits, obviously increase in income coming again, and in disadvantage, stability. We have discussed all these points, and I feel like it depends on individual to individual whether to change the job or not, and it can be beneficial for some and can be disadvantage, can prove to be disadvantage to someone else.
Yeah, Tashi.
Friends, although our discussion was very smooth and interesting, but I want to conclude some points at the end. जैसे कि हमने अभी डिस्कस किया हुआ है कि इसके काफी एडवांटेजेस और डिसएडवांटेजेस भी है, पर मुझे लगता है जैसे हमने अभी डिस्कस किया हुआ कि किसी इंडिविजुअल को पहले एक्सपीरियंस लेना पड़ेगा, तो उसके बाद जाके जॉब का शिफ्ट करना पड़ेगा। तो मुझे लगता है ये पॉइंट काफी हमने सही बताया कि पहले काफी ज्यादा एक्सपीरियंस लेना पड़ेगा, ताकि एक्सपीरियंस लेके वो कर सके, फिर बाद में वो शिफ्ट भी कर सके। और सेकेंडली उसका फैमिली के बारे में भी वो उसे सोचना पड़ेगा कि फैमिली को भी लेके जाए ना जाए, क्योंकि अगर वहां जाके बीमार पड़ सकते हो आप, कुछ भी आपके साथ हो सकते हैं, तो उस टाइम भी फैमिली आपके साथ होना जरूरी है वहाँ पे।
So can I conclude?
थैंक यू।
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. So uh, thank you, guys. So now I would like to conclude the discussion. I think I would say that for shifting jobs, there are the same points are, I think, its advantages and disadvantages. Like if we consider income, like it can be, the income can be good also, income can be bad also, but it depends upon the job and work profile also, or the environment of the people we work there. So shifting jobs, it will differ. Like shifting job could be good or shifting job could be bad, but it depends on what kind of job we are having. So I think it was a fruitful discussion, and yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay.
तो थैंक यू।
Samir. Yeah, go ahead. So thank you. I would also like to conclude. We obviously had a very fruitful conversation and we got some interesting point. So obviously this discussion is can be classified into itself, that is good one and bad one, and also it can be say advantages disadvantages. So yes, in good one we can say the income could be the reason, so that employee might be not be getting good income. Obviously he or she may be having good experience, and also we can say environment can be factor. We talk about the office politics and exposure also. He may get good exposure in new company, and obviously he would be getting more growth.
And if we say about the bad points, the stability can be the reason that employee is not working properly and he is having lack of competency or lack of skills. And negative impact can be on his or her CV when he's giving a interview in another company. Yes, that's all. Thank you.
Yeah, so Gopi, would you like to conclude or Riddhi? Gopi or Riddhi?
Yeah, yes, sir. Like according to me, I feel that it is good for one, and it also depend on person to person. Like I feel that if someone changes their job, it will like help them in doing new responsibilities, and it will allow them to have great packages and increase in income, and it will also add on their experiences.
Okay. Gopi, would you
Yes.
like to conclude? Okay, so friends, let me give you the no this thing your feedback. So I don't think Samir, you should conclude till observer tells you to conclude. You should not conclude on your own because he will tell
Okay,
you to
sir.
conclude.
Okay,
So
sir.
don't do that. And second is like a couple of you were participating and others were not participating that much. I think Tashi participated, Ria participated, Saksham participated to some extent, Sahil. And Samir, Riddhi also little less only, and Gopi also. So you three did not participate. So if I'm to pass, I'll pass Tashi, Saksham, Ria, and Sahil will be on the border. Other three will be in the red. So that is what the verdict will be for your group discussion. Now, as I told you, like first stage is you should participate and you should give your points. Second stage comes is whatever you are saying that makes sense, right? So if you are not fulfilling first stage, like you are not even participating, then the fear of your, rejection is very high. So start speaking and start participating in these kind of discussions. Tashi gave good introduction. I mean, he could classify. He was making some kind of classification, like what will be the impact on society, family, etc. So that is classification should be given. I mean, how you want this topic to be discussed now? Shifting jobs for growth, good or bad? Now you need to tell the team in the introduction how you want the discussion to be. So the perfect introduction could be like, friends, the topic given for the discussion today is shifting job for growth, good or bad. I believe that this topic should be discussed under particular categories with some kind of assumptions. When we talk about shifting job, we should also consider the time frame in which we are talking about shifting, how frequently, and it cannot be bad if it is good for you and as well as for organization. So as we say, excess of everything is bad. Excess should not be there within particular limits and for the particular reasons. If it is done, then it is good. Otherwise, if without reason or for the frivolous reason, trivial reason, it is being done, it is not good. Now, friends, I think we should explain this entire thing with example, this entire topic, and we should take both the perspective where shifting job may not be good and where shifting job is okay, is good. So let's now open the house for discussion. You understand now he is given for growth. So uh, individual wants his growth, but not at the cost of organization should be done. So with certain rider, you can take both the sides in these kind of discussions. With certain riders that it can be good, it may not be good. So let's now discuss why it can be good, in which conditions it can be good, and examples. Why it is not good, in which situation it is not good, and with examples. So if we do that, then obviously discussion can be very good, and then you can open it up and you can take side and you can discuss. So in these kind of topics, don't take one particular side that no it is good, no it is not good, yes it is good. Don't take that side. Why? Because it may be good, it may not be good. Now as many of you said, like I think Samir also said that it should not be done quickly. If you are shifting your job very quickly, so take example, like suppose we joined a job and I'm earning, let's say, 10,000 per month, and another company is giving me 12,000 per month, and only because I'm getting 2,000 enhanced in the salary, I'm shifting job. Now, how do you define growth? That also is a subjective opinion. Growth should not always be seen in terms of salary, remuneration. Growth has many, it's a subjective thing. So, growth also is like how much you're learning. It is not earning only, it is how much you're learning also. Plus, how much job satisfaction you're drawing, plus how it is transforming you as professional. I mean, your personality, how it is shifting. So, are you doing some purposeful job? there are some profession in which you may not get very high salary, you may not get very good comfort, but at the same time the work you are doing is something which is of a lot of importance. Like, I'll say a public servant who is a doctor. Now his salary is like a public servant, he will be getting salary as a government employee. It may not be very high as a corporate hospitals, but then he's serving the patients there. And suppose he's employed in some place where day in day out he's to see a lot of patients. So now he's doing that job, and how do you define his growth? He's helping people, so that help which is doing giving him professional satisfaction, right? So that is what is to be seen. So growth does not mean salary. So if you're shifting it for salary, uh, some companies are giving you very less salary, it is not good. And also when you work in particular company for long, you develop your value, and you become integral part of that company, and it is good for you also in that company also. So initial years may you need to maintain some kind of stability, and you need to acquire the skills where later on, even if you shift, at least you have contributed to the company and you have learned something, because for learning also some time is required. It is not after every couple of months you are shifting. So it can be good, it can be bad, depending upon on what basis you are doing it, and how it is evolving you as professional, and whether it is impacting the organization or you or not, to what extent is impacting. So that is how you should have discussed this entire topic. You have given good points, but I don't think you should take a very extreme side in these kind of topics. That is what I felt. The rest, I think it was okay. I mean, Saksham also gave the example, like, if you are a structural engineer, you are putting marketing, that means you are doing something which is not of interest to you. So then obviously you will shift it. You can always give example, friends, like when you graduate from your college, you're a mechanical engineer, you are getting a job of IT, because at that time you have to take a job, you have to feed your family, or maybe you have to help your family, and you have to take a job. So I took IT job. Now, as mechanical engineer, I'm not getting satisfaction in the IT job. So after 1 year or 2 years, then you shifted, and you all are example of that. So you have done your graduations in the campus placement. You must have got opportunities, but then even if you join it after a couple of months, you are thinking of coming to your core branches now, core companies now, where you can get career jobs, where you can think of retiring. So the first company shifted after 2 years. Now you get HPCL, and you will retire from there. So you will not call it as a shifting, in the sense that yes, you took first job, and then you earned money also, and then you realize little bit, and then you realize the importance of Maharatna company, or you want a dream job, and then you started putting effort and you got it. So that shifting is not bad actually, because you are in the process of that. So I think these kind of topics should be discussed by maintaining the balance, not taking the extreme side, plus giving a lot of examples. Give a lot of examples and be in the middle. Don't be extreme side. Then I think you'll be doing justice with the discussion. Yeah, so that's all from my side. Okay, then I think we ended up the discussion here. I'll catch you tomorrow and we'll discuss. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.